How we doing, everybody? I'm Andy Malfrina. This is Drag the Lake, and welcome. It is Thursday, and that means we are on to another Dance Gavin Dance album. Today, we are talking about Downtown Battle Mountain 2. I'm very excited to get into this. This is another one I'm not actually super familiar. For people to catch you up, I was heavy into Dance Gavin Dance on the early shit. What was the first album? Oh, yeah, Downtown Battle Mountain 1. I was, retroactively, I got heavy into Downtown Battle Mountain. The self-titled was the one I was hardcore in. Listened to a little bit of Happiness. Fell off for a while. Got back in on Afterburner and pretty hardcore. So the middle section I've listened to a lot of, just because what got me back into Dance Gavin Dance was, I was just listening to them. I was checking out Afterburner. And I'm like, this is pretty good. So I just put their full discography into a playlist and just hit shuffle on that shit. No, you know what it is? Shout out Spotify. It's the This Is and then the band's name. So it would be This Is Dance Gavin Dance, but they have them for all the bands as well. I was trying to get at. I listened to that playlist on shuffle a bunch. Then I made the full discography playlist. So I've listened to probably all of these songs, but like on shuffle while at work and stuff like that. But I have never really done the sit down full album front to back. And so that's what we're doing here. If you guys are new to the videos, what we're doing every Thursday, new Dance Gavin Dance album. We've already done whatever I say is Royal Ocean, Downtown Battle Mountain, Dance Gavin Dance, the self-titled, or Death Star for the zesty people out there, and Happiness. So now that means we are on to Downtown Battle Mountain 2. We're going to go through the whole discography. Let me know down below. I keep asking you guys, let me know. I will throw out a poll eventually what you want me to do next. I personally, the bands I'm thinking about going to next, it's up between Bring Me the Horizon, Brand New, and I was just thinking about Title Fight. Because Title Fight's similar to Brand New, as when they first came out, I was heavy into them. And then every album, I just started to be like, But, for one band, you go from like, fuck yeah to It'd be an interesting, just do such a hard 180 on it. Would be interesting band to sort of go through their discography. And then also too, eventually me and Pat are going to do the Every Time I Die discography, but these are all future plans. We're in this moment right here, right now, talking about Dance Gavin Dance, and special case with Dance Gavin Dance is all of their sorry, I am multitasking. If you guys have watched my videos, you know I'm bad at that, but all the no Wikipedia. I don't want to give you money. But Dance Gavin Dance, very unique band. Never really went an album without something crazy happening. It sort of slowed down towards later albums, and then on the last one, as we know, it picked right back up again. But so let me read through the Wikipedia just to catch us up where Dance Gavin Dance is at with the band. John Mess and Eric Lodge rejoined the band in mid-2010. Josh Bennett, former guitarist and bandmate of Kurt Travis and No Not Constant, took up guitar duties. And this is like the beginning stages of everyone in a Swancore band has also been in or is also in at least two other current Swancore bands. In August, Alternative Press said singer Kurt Travis and Dance Gavin Dance had officially part ways in order for Johnny Craig to rejoin the band. Before dismissing Travis, the band briefly considered recording an album with Travis and Mess on vocals with producer Matt Bales at the helm. Mess stated in an interview with noisy.vice.com that if Johnny wasn't willing to rejoin, the band would have broken up. Interesting. Former guitarist Sean O'Sullivan rejoined the band for several home shows toward the end of 2010, returning the band to their Downtown Battle Mountain lineup. March 8th, the band released Downtown Battle Mountain 2. And that's always an interesting... It's always an interesting thing to do for bands. I know it was kind of like Taking Back Sunday did it a couple albums ago, which I always thought was weird, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I think that's got to be like a weird one because you did two albums. You did two albums with Kurt Travis, right? Yeah. Two albums with Kurt Travis. I'm trying to get the years on them. When did the self-title come out? The self-title came out in 2008. So that's 2 years, I guess. 2-3 years, depending on when Kurt got in the mix. Because, the band goes in the studio at the beginning that's really funny, at April 20th, 4/20, 2008. So they go in the studio April 20th. The album comes out August 19th, 2008. So, and then Downtown Battle Mountain 2, yeah. So they get him out of there. I'm just, like, very curious what that conversation is, because, it's probably like a no hard feelings from the band. Like, we're not mad at you, Kurt. You did a great job, but we started this band with Johnny Craig. It's got to be an interesting mix of feelings. It's definitely one of those things where, because I've experienced that with friends. I guess the most interesting perspective is Kurt's, because he probably went through the most in that, and then the band eventually went through more when they realized, oh, we fucked up. We fucked up. Because I think Johnny Craig immediately got kicked out of that. Wait, let me read more into this. In March 2011, the band began their U.S. tour with I Wrestled a Bear Once, hell yeah, and Fear and Faith, and Just Like Vinyl, followed by a small European tour, culminating in 2 shows in London, playing the original Downtown Battle Mountain in full on the first night, and Downtown Battle Mountain 2 full on the second night. Oh, and this goes to some shit I was saying earlier, where it's like, okay, so you were able to see, here's a few more shows you were able to see Johnny Craig actually do the Downtown Battle Mountain songs live. The band also played at the 2011 Vans Warped Tour, and an April 2011 Interview with Mine Equals Blown. That's a lame website. Drummer Matt Mingus stated the band's planning to release another album with the current reunited lineup in August 20. Johnny Craig announced his departure from the band. All right, so he stayed in the band for about a year and a half. I'll give him credit for that. Why did he leave? All right, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into this. On August 21st, well, here, I'll show it to you guys as I read it. On August 21st, 2010, Dance Gavin Dance announced Craig's departure via Facebook stating, when Johnny rejoined Dance Gavin Dance, we were about to call it quits. Tired of touring and being away from home for 8 months of the year. Damn, that's got to suck ass. Like, I bet you touring's a little bit more fun for bands now. But, like, it sucks because they probably don't make as much money, because nothing's making as much money now. But touring is probably not economical for some of these smaller bands to be out for 8 fucking months. So, but that's actually probably not that bad, because that sucks ass. Because they were probably doing it in a van and shit like that. Nah, maybe they had a bus at this point, because they were on a decent. Who were they on? I forget what label they were on at this point. Wait, what did it say earlier? Downtown Battle Mountain 2 was on Rise Records. I feel like Rise Records in 2010 was doing decent. So they probably had money for Dance Gavin Dance to get a tour bus. Excuse me. Oh, also, I'm still not fully recovered on my voice, so it's going to sound like this, and you might hear some coughing, so I apologize. We wanted to shake things up. We thought it'd be fun to do a Downtown Battle Mountain sequel with Johnny and go out on that. Okay, so that's kind of where they were. It was probably like a no hard feelings Kurt, but this kind of nostalgia thing, or this like throwback thing we want to do. We recorded Downtown Battle Mountain 2 and felt it would be disservice to our fans not to let them hear the new record live. We did a tour and felt rejuvenated, but Johnny wasn't in a good place. After trying to convince him into getting help over Warped Tour, we canceled a headliner in November, December, and told him we wouldn't tour until he sought out real help for his addiction. We got our good friend Matt Geist to fill in for a short run we did earlier this year while Johnny was in rehab. He was released and wanted to go out on the road immediately. We weren't sure how things would go. That probably is bad. I'm guessing you shouldn't go out on tour immediately after getting out of rehab. We weren't sure how things would go, so we only booked a small portion of the All-Stars tour to see if Johnny could still function as our lead singer. After a week and a half, things were not going well. Everything came to a head when Johnny was publicly scolded by the owner of Sumerian Records for multiple offenses. It was then that we realized that our time with Johnny had reached its end. We wish Johnny the best in future endeavors, but he will no longer be a part of Dance Gavin Dance. We, however, will continue playing and writing music because it's what we love doing. Yeah, that's interesting That's interesting. I got to imagine that kind of would bum Kurt Travis out a little bit. I don't know what the dynamic was generally in the band with him and stuff, but that kind of sucks ass. But it there's like part of it that just kind of fucking sucks. But there is part of it where it's like, haha, dickheads. You know what I mean? There probably was part of Kurt Travis being like, you fucking dickheads. That's what you get. That's what you get for fucking, you had the nice, cute, dorky girl, but you fucking horn dogs wanted to get the slut to slop on your knob. But all jokes aside, it actually sounds like Dance Gavin, like the members should have let Johnny Craig vibe out and just like, get over being addicted to heroin, and try to, but if it felt like, I'm obviously not blaming them. It's Johnny Craig's responsibility at the end of the day, but it does feel like they didn't help the situation because they were kind of, from that post, and that's going off their own Facebook post. It feels a little bit like they kind of pressured him into, or I'm not trying to be like super negative because, like I said, Johnny Craig's an adult. He can make his own decisions, and he can take responsibility for those decisions. But it sounds like they should have let Johnny chill out, stay home, take time. And it's, because it looks like, he did all the rehab shit, and they did all this shit, and within a week and a half, the dude did drugs again. Sounds like being in the band wasn't the smartest idea. But regardless, from what I remember, this is a real good album. So let's hop into it. The first song, I don't want to say it. I'm sure they mean dudes in the CIA, but I don't want to say it. You guys know how I feel about when they rap. I talked about it the last time. I'll just keep it short and sweet. You guys don't need to do this ever. It's fine. You have so much great stuff. It's fine. You don't have to put the rapping in. It's not good. I don't like it. The song's been great. But I do have to I don't want to hammer on it. I want to say it and then keep moving, but do not like the rapping ever. Play.
Place girl, you know what we're doing. This is dirty sex, backseat, over the tables, under sheets, at the workplace, on the beach, in the hammock where I sleep. I know it's your birthday, but call me up at 3:30. Damn, okay, where you wanna meet? 'Cause I know the lonely road it took to get there, and I believed it at your only word.
fun little effect. They added the sticks getting thrown on the ground. Yeah, it's a fun way to start off a Dance Gavin Dance album. Real hectic. Yeah, my computer is acting up today. So if any goofy shit like that keeps happening, I apologize. But yeah, very hectic, but like locked in. This reminded me, by the way, I was actually check out the instrumental versions of these albums. I don't know how you guys feel about them. I used to just go like, no, I want to hear the whole song. It's gonna be boring, like without lyrics. Like it'll still be good, but it'll probably be kind of like more boring than just listening to the regular song. But Dance Gavin Dance is the type of band that like you can crush the instrumentals and it'd still be like super interesting. And on top of that, like I was listening to a few songs that I've listened to a shit ton of times, and you act like when you take the lyrics out, I started to notice the guitar parts way more, obviously, because there's no fucking lyrics over it, but getting into the intricacies of the guitars and shit like that, it's a way more interesting time, you know, if you kind of just want to get into it from a from a musical standpoint. But no, that song started off big, strong. The production value is noticeably better on this one, and it's fun having Johnny Craig back because we get to hear how he sounds with the better production. So let's keep it going to Pounce Bounce. Are you guys gonna? Is this thing gonna? God damn it! Is this thing gonna keep acting up on me? You sons of bitches! What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? There we go. This is interesting too because we haven't hit like the overly powerful John Mess. Like I think the John Mess we have now on like Jackpot Juicer is the preferred John Mess in my opinion. But yeah, it's like this is what's fun. I noticed it heavily with the last Every Time I Die album, Radical. When you get these bands that have put out, what are they on? Excuse me. I forget how many albums they're on. But yeah, if we go to just albums, they're on 1, 2. Wait, Jesus fucking Christ. They put out so many different things. They're at like 9 or so, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they're at like 9 or 10. I'm guessing 11 or so. It's hard to tell with all the different fucking self-titles and all that shit. But like when you get this deep, you sort of start, you know, as we've been going from album to album, we go on to another album and then it's like, you know, this gets a little bit better, that gets a little bit better, but by the time you start, you know, this is why I appreciate these bands that kind of go for a while, because they really show, especially with bands like this who are kind of attentive to the details of the songs and shit, you know, you start to realize like, oh, what you thought was good was just the start. And like when we get to the end, things get, now obviously, obviously in these early songs, there's some fucking bangers, but I truly believe like Jackpot Juicer on the whole is like some of the most top tier Dance Gavin Dance. Like great songs, great production, everything's fucking locked in, but it's just fun hearing the process of everything getting a little bit closer to it. There we go. Good time with Pounce Bounce. I was vibing out hard on that one. That definitely Johnny Craig's vocals stood out much harder on that, and I'm enjoying the more high pitched. Although I like the Jackpot Juicer John mess a lot more actually, but this more high pitched, carefree scream on here is very interesting. Yeah, I like the structure of that song. It flowed a lot smoother. This is just smart. Just smart song placement on an album where we start kind of big and chaotic and hone it back in a little bit on the next one. And yeah, this album's very good so far. I mean, we're 2 songs in. It could fucking go to shit right away, but I don't think it will. I've seen some of these songs on my playlist before. Thug City is a good one, I believe. And I've heard Purple Rain before. Actually, I'm not super. This is going to be a lot of newer songs. I think I said before I'm going to try to listen to these before. I did not. I've been busy. And yeah. This recording is up to the wire, down to the wire. So yeah, I've been trying to be better. I want to watch like interviews and stuff to just have more knowledge, more things in my head when I do these. But regardless, hopefully this is fun for you guys. It's fun for me. I was just telling someone, I was like, it's fucking, I don't get it, but I'm very happy you guys like it. People like hearing me talk about music, and that's my favorite thing to do. I like to watch, I like to consume something and then tell someone how I feel about it. So the fact that you guys like these videos, I don't get it, but I accept it and I appreciate it. All right, Robot with the Human Hair, 2.5. The vocal line there is very interesting too, because if you hear the rhythm of the band, it's like that's not exactly it, but you guys, it's about the rhythm and shit. But then Johnny Craig over top. This is why when you listen to the instrumentals, it's like you're listening to a new song, because Johnny Craig's over top of it, like, and you're like. It's very interesting because he's like, they both start at the same time, kind of go out to different places, and then come back together. It's just like it's kind of what Dance Gavin Dance is at its best. I've said this 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. Doesn't always make sense on paper. In execution, it fucking works perfectly. So you know what's interesting? So very all over the place song, and I mean that in a good way. Yeah, good change up. We've had 3 songs that are all stylistically very different. You know, got the Dance Gavin Dance essence, but structurally very different. Yeah, I like how this one just kind of had 3 short songs in one. But one big thing I'm noticing, especially at the end of this song, Kurt Travis. A big thing. I'll be straight up. I was looking at the time because I might clip this. You know what? Yeah, for the people on here, that's what that pause was. I was looking at the time because I might clip this. I don't have a pen to write down. Whatever. Oh, but one thing I'm noticing, listening to this album, Downtown Battle Mountain 2, one thing I'm noticing, Kurt, in like I don't know if you'd call it like the normie Dance Gavin Dance conversations, but Kurt Travis doesn't get enough credit. Because I gotta be perfectly honest, I was listening to that, and his voice is much close. Because whenever we talk about Dance Gavin Dance singers, it's always like, well, obviously Johnny Craig, fucking light years ahead. And don't get me wrong, I think he does have the best voice. But like listening to that, like there were parts where I'm listening to that going, is that Kurt? Like it felt like Kurt Travis. Like listening to that, I think, you know, Kurt Travis can hang with Johnny Craig. It's not a foregone conclusion that Johnny Craig's the top dog. He's like the easy pick because I think he has the most dynamic voice. But, you know, listening to this, like I think Kurt Travis gets looked over because his fits into the more traditional emo style, and Johnny Craig can kind of jump genres and shit. But, you know, Kurt Travis can fucking hang with the motherfucker. His voice is spectacular. And it's like, I'm hearing Johnny Craig's voice on here being like, yeah, Kurt Travis can hang with this shit. But anyway, I'm not trying to take away from Johnny Craig. I'm just trying to like big up Kurt a little bit more. Anyway, Thug City. Sorry, I want to back this up and read the lyrics. John Mess is a weird dude. Talked about this before, but John Mess's lyrics are weird. I said lyrics are weird. John Mess's lyrics are weird. Like, let's just read it on its own, cause it like works in that. But like, if you just read it, first it's the casting call, but I'm playing basketball. My wife, she notifies that I missed a call on my phone, and that right there is what he does every time. Is like they're already weird, but they kind of flow and rhyme. But then he sets up a pattern and then immediately slaps you in the face with a new one. So he goes first, you know, and it flows. First it's the casting call, but I'm playing basketball, and it like flows. And then he just goes, my wife, she notifies that I missed a call on my phone. And you're like, what? Now why are you snooping when you should be cooking? If you read my text one more time. Not a, like, and that's like not a full sentence or thought. It's just like, it's interesting. Now it kind of like makes it a lot more interesting on the second one, but But like, and I'm not shitting on it. Like, it works. It's kind of weird when you're reading it, but when you're listening to the song, it works. And it's the very intriguing part of John Mess's writing style. I like the flow of that one a lot. Sorry. When I click it down here, it acts. All right, it's acting normal now. Now it looks like an asshole. No, I like the flow of that one a lot. It adds this more bouncy, poppy nature to it, while still, doing their having their chaotic flair. But just, yeah, the rhythm, the lyrical rhythms over top of that make that bounce really good. I like that song a lot. It's a good song. I get why they still play it. All right, Need Money. Yo, all right, we're only 40. Let's back that up. You think they knew they had some fucking fire right there? Because they play that shit a couple times. Yeah, what the fuck was that, dude? That was nuts. Let's back that up. That's one of those, sorry, my throat really hurts. That's one of those rhythms too that it's not like overly complicated, but sometimes when it like I remember playing the drums and for certain songs you'd have certain rhythms that you wouldn't even count or like I don't know, like so when you're playing if the beat is like dot 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 the if a 16th note would be going like 1 E into 2 E into 3 E into 4 E into, that's a 16th notes. You got the measure going like dot 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 1 E into 2 E into, and sometimes when I'd be like playing a fill, not that like specifically, but you kind of like think it in a similar sort of context in your head, counting it, being like 1, 2, 3, 4, dun, 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 some shit like that. This shit, it's just like going so fast and has like a intricate nature to it. Once again, not like overly complicated rhythm, but like quick and shit. And it's one of those that you just kind of, and the drum part, it's not like, he kind of changes it up later, but the drum part is not really just like him going like, while they go, I think this is just kind of like you hear the rhythm and play to it. You don't necessarily count it. Dude, and the way he's hitting the drums too, because the guitar is just going ding 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 ding, right? Yeah, it's going dun 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 dun. But the drums are doing a really interesting thing. This is gonna bug me. I'm sorry. This video is gonna be fucking 2 hours long. Just me figuring this part out. Cause he's like clamping on the cymbal, but still hitting the snare. But the cymbal pattern's like, it's like not. Fuck. If you like just focus on the crash cymbal, that pattern's super janky. Now that might be partially on like editing tricks, but like he's definitely like, cause you can do it, cause yeah, the guitar's going dun 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 dun, and he's just going from crash to snare. He's doing that same rhythm dun 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 dun, but he's going psh bop psh bop psh bop, and then but he's also like hitting the crash and choking it at the same time. Unless he's going like, yeah, I guess you could do that. Maybe I'm overthinking it. This is sick. That song fucks pretty hard. It's like, it's got a little bit of everything. Like you hear at the end, that shit's grooving like a decent breakdown. But then you have a lot of like the chaos you want in a Dance Gavin Dance song. It really goes back and forth. I like sometimes when like the guitars are perfectly synced up, and then sometimes they're doing their own damn thing and they got some syncopation going on. But yeah, when they're perfectly like doing the same rhythm like that, and also that guitar tone, that because that's what they're doing. They're going like, and it's just like, it sounds fun. This sounds like some shit you'd hear in like a Mega Man game or something, like on a boss fight. All right, Elder Goose. That was always a thing on these emo and emo adjacent albums, like laying in your bed. You always want to just hang out with a girl and lay in her bed, because then you might be able to touch her pussy. Ew, sorry. I'm sorry I said that. I thought that was gonna be less creepy, and then it came out super fucking creepy. I'm really ashamed of myself. I should have said boobs. Something about me looking like this, saying the word pussy. Ew, dude. Why did I do that? Ew. Ew. I'm so sorry. But for real though, you wanted to touch her butt outside her jeans, and maybe a little heavy petting. And maybe get some consensual taps on the vagine. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Lay down flat on your
So, besides that weird thing I said earlier, that was a great fucking song. That's a good, like, middle of the album song. That one, you wouldn't call that, like, a ballad. You know how, like, I think, like, the best version of it, 2 albums that have the best version of this is, I forget which, damn, do you remember, did they ever prove that the one dude in this band did some not great shit with a lady? Because he was like, I didn't do 1 inch of that shit. But they, like, I don't know a lot about that story. It's just like, whenever you hear those stories and you're like, damn, if that wasn't true and that dude just got kicked out of the band because it was like, it's like, dude, it's so ironic we're talking about, like, Dance Gavin Dance right now because, like, they are the quintessential weather the fucking storm. You just go like, hey, we respect victims, but we politely disagree with your claims, madame. But Tillion's going to go to a farm upstate and hang out there for a little bit. No, that doesn't make sense because that's where you go to. That's where you say your dead animals go to. But you guys know what I mean. It's like Tillion's going to go into not being such a drunk, freaky bitch rehab. And yeah, like that's what a lot of these groups don't realize. They're so fucking reactionary. And it's just this dude's just like, it's just fucking nuts because of how this scene, like, if he did it, fuck him. You know what I mean? If he did it, fuck him. I don't care. But like, if he didn't do it, it's just like and you gotta imagine there's a bunch of these dudes that didn't do this shit. And it's just like the way this scene is, it's like, what are you gonna fucking do? Because that's the thing. Like, you think about the dude in A Day to Remember, I'm sure he's got other skills, and I'm sure he saved up a good amount of money. But it's like, this dude, all he knows how to do is play boring-ass bass parts in A Day to Remember. And now you're just like, oh, what are you, in your late 30s? Figure out something else, dickhead. It's like, Jesus. But, you know, if he did it, I'm not as upset. But, like, here, Monument. Because if you listen to, or like this.
So now you know exactly.
And then, like, with the little breakdowns. Like that in 07, that's a quintessential A Day to Remember song. But then we got Monument. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get on like a emo, metalcore, pop punk. That's the ballad of the song. It always happens around number 6. Number 6, you get the ballad, whatever the version of the ballad. And this is their version of the ballad. Oh, wait, we listened to it already. Anyway, we all got fingered. It was fucking great. Anyway, Heat-Seeking Ghost of Sex. Now that's a song to get fingered to. No, I'm sorry. know what I'm realizing right now with that, like the way this song sounds, and like the last song was kind of the ballad, and this one's more of the up, like it's more upbeat, not in a poppy way, but just this one just feels more uplifting, and I've realized like every song has had a very distinct personality. This is what I talk about like albums. You know, you can keep a consistent vibe throughout the whole album, and that's what they're doing, and that's what I like about Dance Gavin Dance. That's what I like about the bands I like. Can keep a consistent vibe throughout the fucking album. That's something that I can hold on to the whole time. But give each song their own unique personality, and 7 songs in, that's abundantly clear. All of these songs have a very distinct personality. And it's like, I don't know, I just wish more bands would pay attention, because it doesn't seem, I mean, it's easier said than done, but it doesn't seem like hard. Because if you look at like, I'm trying to remember how a lot of these songs went. But like Need Money, yeah, it's like with Robot with Human Hair Part 2.5, he had 3 distinct parts. I remember Need Money, that's when the dun, 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 you know, it's like, you have these distinct rhythms. You're not just strumming on the guitar with a standard rhythm every song. Every song is the same structure. It's like, that's the benefit, dude. That's the benefit of being in these genres. But that's also not an excuse. Because it's like, fuck it, dude. If you're in a rock band, like, fuck around. Just stop doing verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Do some other shit. Fuck around. Who cares? Just do something different, man. I think that's what's wrong with rock. Is like, I don't know, man. I feel like we haven't had like a creative, because I feel like hip hop was on fire for a while, because you would have these dudes going in just being like, fuck it. You know, I'm going to have a lot of the standard parameters of hip hop and rap, but I'm just going to do this one over the top thing. And it got people excited. You know, rock doesn't seem a lot of like the main, I mean, the shit I'm listening to, or the shit I try to listen to, I think kind of is out there and stuff like that. But from a more mainstream, mass consumable angle, it just doesn't. But I guess then it's like, you know, okay, yeah, what's the out there thing that the masses will like? That's, again, easier said than done, but, you know, it's easier to identify the problem than fix the problem, I guess.
See the cracks in my skin, feel the grind on my feet now, go. See the cracks in my skin, feel the grind on my feet now, go. I know one knew that's not gonna get home tonight. I know one knew it's not gonna get home. It's a get no success. So pay attention to my mind, I'll get some blow to rest. One, I probably placed the bet. Took your missing death. There's no people left in line for your kissing food. I always knew all of the things that you thought you did. Twice times I'll probably tell you that you're God's a kid. Fighting blind till you're off your side. The vile patterns on my beat, 'cause right now it's innovation week. Well, I can't believe you're better off alone. You stood in this storm, and I can't believe I'm better than you know. It feels so good. Cause I'm coming right up on you. Turn your back, cause I'm gonna be all up on you. Pushing the back, but I see you in peace, Sarah. Getting up down, I know that you are still fearful. Pushing the back, but I see you in peace, Sarah. Will you regret all the things we could be doing instead?
Hell yeah. Strong ending. Strong ending on that one, too. I forgot about that. The very big ending. That's a good song.
It started
What color are your fucking eyes?
Jesus.
Mine?
Yeah.
Blue?
They're blue for sure, right?
Yeah.
Alright, bye.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Not necessarily the like Dance Gavin Dance song I like go to. I've talked about it before. Me and Zolof's like one of my favorite songs of theirs, so that's like more of my speed when it comes to Dance Gavin Dance. But this is kind of interesting because you see a lot more of this on newer shit. Like this is almost a precursor. Precursor's not a word. Wait, is it precursor? No, what am I trying to say? Whatever. This is the prequel. No, this it kind of has energy. It reminds me of a Feels Bad Man on their last album. Sort of the same sort of vibe. Yeah, but they haven't really done shit like this on previous albums, so this is one of the clear steps into a newer evolution of Dance Gavin Dance. Yeah, so let's keep it going. We got 3 more. Previously, Poncheesied. Fun. These guys are fun. I'm sort of noticing a riff structure because there's I think a lot of these riffs that Blue Swan, no, that William Swan does where he goes, there's a lot of boom 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 boom, you know, where you da na na na, 1 and a 2, and then yeah, it's similar how with like a lot of hardcore bands the breakdowns usually start with a dum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum bum bum. Yeah. Hold up. Are we rapping? Is that what Poncheesied means? Is more rapping? I don't like it. Hell yeah. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it. That one wasn't too bad. Definitely the weakest song on the album, but still fun. Still grooving. All right, Swan Soup. Okay, so this might not be the most entertaining, but I have a theory, and I just need the next song to play through to double check that, because I think I'm right, but I want to see. So we're just gonna play this last song, then we'll talk about it.
I'm a
That chord right there sounds so fucking cool. All right, there we go. It's basically over. Yeah, so my theory was that these last three were going to be the leftover songs that they needed to fill out the album, but they just weren't the strongest. Now, Purple Rain, pretty good. Doesn't completely fit into that category, and also it's structured in a way that it's clearly structured as a last song on an album. That sounds like, it's like I can't exactly explain it. I have to think about it a little bit deeper, but it just has that feeling like it brings resolve to the whole album. But the previously Puncheesied and Swan Soup did sound like the extra songs that they just went, these just aren't the best ones. They're not bad. They're just not as strong as the rest of the album. And yeah, so they threw them on the end, which fair enough. 8 fucking bangers, 2 okay songs, and 1 big way to end it. That's a good ass album in my book. Most bands don't, most bands don't even get close to that. But yeah, man, great song on the whole, or great album on the whole. Really fun time. Way better than I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think it was gonna be bad, but I don't remember people going crazy. Like, not that I was like super locked, super tapped in or anything, but I don't remember people going fucking crazy over this album. But very strong album. I was very, very impressed by that. It's like the range of sounds all staying within that Dance Gavin Dance feel, but the range of sounds that they exhibit throughout this album is insanely impressive. I'm gonna have to fucking tap back into this to really get a bigger appreciation for it. But it's getting late. I have to piss so fucking bad, and I have to crush a snooze because I'm a sleepy eepy boy. So guys, gals, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week. I believe it's going to be the first Tillian album, and I believe, is it Acceptance Speech? Is that the next one? No, yes, Acceptance Speech. Now the big question is, do we do the original or do we do Acceptance Speech 2.0? I think we should do the original. All right, I have to get out of here. You guys have been fucking great. I'll see you next week. Watch the podcast. We stream it. You'll love it. Bye-bye.